The Lord be with you.
and with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus said to his disciples, "To you who hear I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. To the person who strikes you on one cheek, offer the other one as well. And from the person who takes your cloak, do not withhold even your tunic. Give to everyone who asks of you, and from the one who takes what is yours, do not demand it back. Do to others as you would have them do to you. For if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do the same. If you lend money to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that for you? Even sinners lend to sinners and get back the same amount. But rather, love your enemies and do good to them, and lend expecting nothing back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High. For He Himself is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful, just as also your Father is merciful. Stop judging, and you will not be judged. Stop condemning, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and gifts will be given to you. A good measure, packed together, shaken down, and overflowing, will be poured into your lap. For the measure with which you measure will in return be measured out on you." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Naisip niyo ba ang pakiramdam ng taong nasaktan niyo o nakasakit sa inyo? Naisip niyo ba yung pakiramdam ng taong kinaiinisan ninyo? Alam kaya nila na nasaktan nila kayo o naiinis kayo sa kanila? Alam kaya nila na hindi maganda yung ginawa nila sa inyo? Natuwa kaya sila nung ginawa nila yun? Nalungkot, nahiya, na-guilty. Yung mga tanong na yan, maaaring tumulong sa atin upang sundin yung sinabi ni Kristo sa Ebanghelyo na mahalin ang ating kaaway. Sino ba yung mga kaaway natin? Mga taong nakasakit sa atin. Mga taong kinaiinisan natin na maaaring hindi kasi pumasok sa standard natin. O kaya wala lang. Sumasama lang yung araw natin pag nakikita natin siya. Mahirap gawin yung sinasabi ni Kristong mahalin ang kaaway. Kapag hindi natin tinatanong yung mga katanungan na yan sa ating sarili. Lalo tigit kapag hindi natin inilalagay yung sarili natin sa kalagayan ng iba. Kahit sa kalagayan ng ating kaaway. Yan marahil lang sikreto ng Diyos kung bakit napapatawad niya tayo agad. Sapagkat nailalagay niya yung sarili niya sa atin. In fact, He became one like us. And He is able to relate so much to us. Kasi sinasabi niya, kung ano man ang ginawa mo sa iyong kapwa, lalo na sa mga nahihirapan, ginawa mo rin sa akin. Kung ano yung hindi mo ginawa, hindi mo rin ginawa sa akin. Ano nga bang pagkakaiba ng pakiramdam natin sa pakiramdam ng iba? Kahit sa kaaway natin. Di ba't parehas lang? Kapag nakabilad ba tayo sa araw, Iba ba yung nararamdaman natin sa nararamdaman ng kaaway natin? Kapag ba inabot tayo ng ulan sa gitna ng kalsada, iba ba yung pagkakabasa natin sa pagkakabasa ng kaaway natin? Parehas lang naman, di ba? Kaya nga sinasabi ng Diyos, I make the sun shine and the rain fall on both the good and the bad. Hindi dahil punishment or reward, kundi pare-parehas lang ang nararamdaman natin, mga tao. Unless siguro manhid ka, insensitive ka sa pakiramdam ng iba, which is probably the reason why we are unable to love and forgive our enemies. We are so busy thinking of our hurts and even licking our own wounds. We forget that others are getting hurt as well and are wounded as well. Ang isa ring rason siguro kaya nahihirapan tayong mahalin ang ating kaaway, kasi natatakot tayong maubusan, mawalan. Kasi nga naman, pagbigay ka ng bigay, hindi naman bumabalik sa iyo. Naturally, baka maubusan ka. At ang isang mahalagang sinasabi ng Panginoon dito sa Ebanghelyo, huwag kang matakot maubusan. Because if you give, it will be given back to you. Siksik, liglig, at umaapaw. Why? Because the graces, blessings, and mercy of God is overflowing. Parang waterfalls, nag-uumapaw, punong-puno. Kaya hindi tayo dapat matakot, maubusan, at mawalan. Because God's mercy, graces, and blessings are overflowing. Hindi natin dapat harangan yung grasya ng Diyos. Maging papunta sa ating kaaway, hindi natin dapat gawin. Kasi ganyan ang nangyayari. If we keep on hurting or keeping grudges on people, hinaharangan natin yung grasya, yung awa ng Diyos sa kanila. Ayaw nating mapunta sa kanila yung mabuti dahil masama ang ginawa nila sa atin. And it keeps us from moving on. Kapag may sama ka ng loob sa kapwa mo, you can't move on in life. At hindi nagiging balanse ang tingin mo sa buhay at sa ibang tao. The command of God to love our enemies is a way for us Christians to balance our lives. Para hindi lang yung mga magaganda, mabubuting tao ang namamahal natin. Madali lang gawin yon. Even pagans do as much, sabi ng Panginoon. But the more difficult part is to love those who are unlovable, especially our enemies. If we do that, then we can keep our balance in our lives and move on. Yang salitang pag-move on, matagal na yan. May sinabi si Albert Einstein tungkol dyan nung ikinumpira niya yung buhay sa pagbibisikleta. Sabi niya, life is like riding a bicycle. In order to keep your balance, you must keep moving on. Mag-move on din tayo kapag may time. And let us not keep grudges on people because it keeps away the balance in our lives and prevents us from moving on. The command of Jesus to love our enemies is a way for us to keep our balance in our Christian life and move on so that the graces, blessings, and mercy of God will keep moving on from us to others, even to our enemies.